Find vector A, magnitude of vector and vector B if A plus B dot A minus B is equal.
This question.
What?
This question was homework.
Okay, sixth one was also homework.
Yes, ma'am. Seventh was also homework.
Okay, seventh was also homework. Okay, okay. So you have done this. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then question 8. Find the magnitude of two vectors having same magnitude and such that angle between them is 60 degree and their scalar product is 1/2. Okay. So what is given in question 8 is theta is 60 degree. Two vectors are the magnitude of vectors are equal, means magnitude of A equals to magnitude of B. A dot B is 1/2. So A dot B equals to A modulus of A modulus of B cos theta. A dot B is 1/2. A and A are equal, so this can be written as modulus A square cos 60. Cos 60 is, what is value of cos?
Half.
1/2 only.
1/2.
So this and this cancel. Modulus of A square is 1. So A is equal to 1.
A is equal to 1.
Okay.
And B is also.
So B is also equal to 1. Okay. Then question 9. Find magnitude of A if unit vector A, find magnitude of X if for a unit vector A, X dot X minus A dot X plus A equals to 12. Okay. So we have to find magnitude of this. Okay. And X minus A dot X plus A equals to 12. Okay. So this is equal to X into X plus A minus, or we can directly write this as modulus of X the whole square minus modulus of A the whole square by identity, that is equal to 12. Okay. Basically A dot B is mod of A mod of B cos theta. अब A dot A ही है, तो A दोनों वेक्टर्स के वेक्टर एंगल क्या होगा, cos what will be theta when I'll take B as also A. If B is also taken as A, what will be the value of theta?
1.
Theta will be 0. So cos theta will be 1.
90. 0.
Theta is 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So cos theta will be 1. And this is okay. So this can be written as this square. Okay. So whenever we have a dot product of vector with itself, we can write it equal to magnitude of its square. So basically यहाँ पे when we are expanding it, we will get this way: x dot x plus x dot minus a dot x minus a dot a equals to 12. Now this can be written as magnitude of x square. This and this cancel, and minus magnitude of a square equals to 12. Okay. Now they are saying that a is a unit vector. That means modulus of a is 1. So magnitude of x minus 1 equals to 12, or magnitude of x the whole square equals to 13, or x magnitude of x will be equal to under root 30. This will be the answer. If a equals to 2i plus 2j plus 3k, b equals to minus I plus 2j plus k, and c equals to 3i plus j are such that a plus lambda b is perpendicular to c. A plus lambda b is perpendicular to c. We have to find the value of lambda. If two vectors are perpendicular to each other, their dot product will be 0 because angle between them will be 90 degree. A dot b is equal to mod of A mod of b cos theta. If theta is 90, a dot b will be 0. Okay, so if these both are perpendicular, we can write vector a plus lambda into vector b dot vector c equals to 0 if they are perpendicular. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now a plus lambda b, this can be written as, from here we are writing 2 minus 1 I plus 4j plus 4k, okay, dot 3i plus j equals to 0. Okay, so 2 minus 1 means 1 only, we can directly write it I. Okay, sorry, it was 2, sorry, we have not taken lambda. 1 minute, I have written that it will be 2 minus lambda I plus 2 lambda j plus 3 plus lambda k dot 3i plus j equals to 0. Okay, so it will be 2 minus lambda into 3 plus 2 plus 2 lambda equals to 0. Okay, because I dot I is 1, I dot j is 0, I dot k is 0. So when we will multiply this both, we'll get this. Only the I into I will give us something finite other than 0. Similarly, j into j will give something finite. Okay, so this will be 6 minus 3 lambda plus 2 lambda equals to 0. So 8 minus lambda equals to 0, or 8 equals to lambda. Lambda equals to 8. This will be the answer. So that magnitude of A into vector B plus magnitude of B into vector A is perpendicular to magnitude of A into B minus magnitude of B into A, vector A, for any two non-zero vectors A and B. Okay, so we have to show that they are perpendicular. We have just now seen that if two vectors are perpendicular, then their dot product will be 0. So here we can write this thing. If they are perpendicular, their dot product will be 0. Okay, so this dot equals to 0 if they are perpendicular. Okay, now we'll take its LHS. We have to prove basically that it will be 0. Okay, so when we multiply this, it will be a square into b dot b will be also b square minus a b a plus b a b minus b square a square. Okay, so this both terms will cancel and this will cancel, so this is equal to 0. This we have to prove. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then okay, question number 12. If a dot a equals to 0 and a dot b equals to 0, then what can be concluded about vector b? Okay, if a dot a equals to 0, okay, a dot a means modulus of a into cos 0 is 1 is equal to 0. So this can be written as modulus of a square equals to 0, or a equals to 0. Okay, so if a dot a is 0, that means vector a is 0. Okay, So if A dot B is also 0, B can be any vector, still it will be 0. Okay, so if these two things are given, we can conclude that vector A is 0 and vector B can be any vector. Question 13. If A, B, C are unit vectors such that A plus B plus C equals to 0, find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Okay, so it is given that A plus B plus C equals to 0, and it is given that A, B, C are unit vectors. Okay, now we have to find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Okay, so A plus B plus C dot A plus B plus C dot will be equal to 0. Because
Yes,
it's given that it is already 0. A plus B plus C is 0. So we can write that their dot product with itself will also be 0. Now we can expand this. This will be modulus of A square. When we'll multiply this thing with this term. Okay. This will be, next will be A dot B. Next will be A dot C. Then next will be B dot A plus B dot B will be modulus of B square plus B dot C plus C dot A plus C dot B plus modulus of C square. Okay. Now A, B, C are unit vectors. So mod of A, mod of B and mod of C, their value equals to 1. Okay. So this we can write 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay. A dot B and B dot A are same. A dot B and B dot A, they are same. Similarly, A dot C and C dot A are same, and B dot C and C dot B are same. So we can write 2 times A dot B plus 2 times B dot C plus 2 times C dot A. Okay, equals to 0. So this can be written as 2 times A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A equals to minus 3, or A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A equals to minus of 3 by 2. This will be the answer. If either vector A is 0 or B is 0, then A dot B is 0. Okay, it is given, but the converse need not to be true. Justify your answer. Okay, if A is 0 or B is 0, then A dot B will be 0. Okay, but if A dot B is 0, is it necessary that A and B will be 0?
no, ma'am. Cos can be 90.
Right, good. So A dot B is mod of A, mod of B into cos theta. If theta is 90 degree, then also A dot B will be 0, even if A is not equal to 0 and B is not equal to 0. This you have to write. If the vertices ABC of triangle ABC are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, B is minus 1, 0, 0, and C is 0, 1, and 2, okay, respectively, then find angle ABC. We have to find angle ABC. Okay, so ABC is this angle. Okay, this angle we have to find. So angle ABC is actually angle between vector BA and BC. Angle ABC is angle between vector AB, vector BA and BC. Now vector BA will be given by A minus B. So it will be 2I, 2J, 2 minus 0 plus 3K. And BC will be C minus B. So 0 minus of minus 1, I, that is 1 minus 0, J plus 2K. Okay. Now BA dot BC. This is equal to modulus of BA, modulus of BC, cos theta, where theta is angle ABC. Okay. Now BA dot BC, when we'll find the dot product, 2 into 1 is 2, plus 2 into 1, 2, plus 3 2s are 6. Okay. So, and this is equal to BA is under root of 2 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. BC is under root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 4 or 2 square into cos theta. So 2 plus 2 plus 6, that is equal to 10, equals to under root of 4 plus 4 plus 9, under root 17, and this will be under root of 4 plus 2, 6, okay, into cos theta. So cos theta equals to 10 upon 102. So theta equals to cos inverse 10 by under root 102. This is the answer. Point, show that the points A, B, C are collinear. A is 1, 2, 7. B is 2, 6, 3. And C is 3, 10, minus 1 are collinear. Okay. So first of all, we'll find AB, magnitude of AB, magnitude of BC, and magnitude of CA. Okay. So AB will be equal to 2 minus 1, that is I, plus 6 minus 4, 4J, plus 3 minus 7, that is minus 4K. Okay. BC, that is equal to 3 minus 2, I, plus 10 minus 6, 4J, minus 1, minus 3, minus 4K. And CA, okay, or AC we can find. AC, that will be equal to 3 minus 1, that is 2I, plus 10 minus 2, 8J, and minus 1, minus 8K. Now magnitude of AB equals to under root of 1 plus 16 plus 16. Magnitude of BC equals to under root of 1 plus 16 plus 16. And magnitude of AC will be equal to 4 plus 64 plus 64. Okay, this is under root 33. This is also under root 33. 64 plus 64 plus 4. So 4. This is 132. 132, when we'll obtain its prime factorization, it will be 2 root 33. Okay. So AB square plus AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square equals to AC square. That is 33 plus 33 equals to 1. Or if this, oh sorry, these are not right angle triangle, this is a collinear, sorry. So if they are collinear, AB plus BC equals to AC. AB plus BC equals to AC. Collinear means all 3 points are lying in same line, A, B and C. Okay, so AB plus BC equals to AC. Root 33 plus root 33 is 2 root 33. So hence proved.